Right, hello lads and lasses and welcome back to Boys Down Under, and today is the day. It is finally Derby Day, and it's a derby that I am confident heading into for the first time in who knows when. Of course, with these match previews, we'll be going over the game, both clubs heading into it, their form, injuries and suspensions, and of course, my Celtic lineup and my final score prediction. I don't know why I dragged that out. But without further ado, no more wasting time, let's get into it. So, Celtic are due to travel to play the Huns at Ibrox tonight, 9 p.m. AEST, and then of course 12 p.m. up in the UK, where not a single Celtic fan will be in attendance at the match. No surprises there, however, but Celtic's last few meetings with the club from Glasgow, let's just move on from that. I don't think we need to really cover how we've gone against them in the past. But it is worth mentioning that both teams have travelled in a short turnaround from places around Europe. Obviously, Celtic have the advantage here, only having to travel from Holland back to Scotland, whereas Rangers, the Huns, have gone on a nice little trip all the way from Armenia. So that is something to keep in the back of your head as we move on. But as for form heading into this game, well, the Huns have only won 3, drawn 1 and lost 1 game in their last 5 matches, whereas Celtic, on the other hand, have won 4 out of 5. Their only loss, most recently against AZ Alkmaar, and well, we can only have ourselves to blame on that. I think everyone can agree on that. So, moving on to injuries and suspensions, and this is actually going to take up a lot of time because we have a lot to cover. For the Huns, look, the COVID doubtfuls, not a single one of them has been included in the provisional squad. James Tavernier reports have came out that he actually has COVID. And if he has it, then how many of the others have it as well? Because the Huns are going to be losing their captain. And when you lose your captain, regardless if you have, let's say, Nathan Patterson to back you up, who is an able footballer, but I'm not going to say he's not. It still takes a lot of oomph out of the team, if you know what I mean. Also, Ryan Jack and Nikola Katic both are out. They're still having to return from their injuries respectively. Ryan Kent, he's got a hamstring issue. He wasn't named in the provisional squad, but if he plays or not, we'll still have to wait and see. And Stevie G, is he even going to be at the game? Is he going to be on the sideline? Who bloody hell knows? Let's wait till the lineups come at around 8 p.m. for me and 11 a.m. corrected myself, for the UK. Now, as for Celtic, another interesting one, of course, we had the usuals who were out in Big Chris Julian, Karamoko, and Mikey Johnston, are them 3, of course. Now, Big Ange has said that both Jameses, respectively, Forrest and McCarthy, should be right to go. Whether they start or not, who knows? But still, they should be right to go as they were included in the provisional squad. Also, Greg Taylor, who picked up a shoulder injury and had to come off at half-time against AZ. Apparently that's not significant, which is good news. He's been doing well for us, but it isn't expected that he will play. He will just be rested on the bench and come on if necessary. Josip Juranovic, he's in the squad. He's ready to go. Don't think he'll push Ralston out just yet, but he is fit and ripe. Liam Scales, who only joined the club a couple of days ago, has not been included in the team. Obviously, he's not ready. He doesn't know enough of the team's plays to be put and thrown into the deep of a derby. Now, into my starting Celtic 11. So, keeping all of this in mind, we are going with Joe Hart in goals. On the left, at left back, let's go with Adam Monty Montgomery. Of course, the Blonde Boys as our centre halves, Stephen Welsh and Carl Starfelt. Tony Ralston at right back, who's been putting in absolute shifts recently. Juranovic is going to have an absolute monster of a time trying to push him out of the squad. Who else? Captain Cam at CDM. I don't think we can even change this midfield triangle, so moving on, Turnbull as the 8, and then Rogic up 10, playing the Cam role. Abada, he's on one wing, Christie on the other. And then Kyogo, who in my personal opinion, he's going to become our newest Hun scalper, so he will be up top. Now, obviously, there are some rumours that this could be odds-on Edouard's last dance for the club with a move ready to go to Crystal Palace or whoever that is. So if he's brought into this game and to start as sort of like a sending off, from the club. Hopefully he performs. I don't think he will start. I hope he doesn't go either, but still, we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully Kyogo gets to start, score some goals, become our new Hunskelper, and shush the whole of Ibrox, which will be pretty quiet anyways, because as we know, those zombies don't make much noise anyways. Now, into my final score prediction, and there are a lot of things to consider. There are a lot of things. We're away from home, yes, but at the same time, is Ibrox really a fortress for the Huns, or is it more of just like, an Airbnb they can like rent out sometimes? And yes, Tavernier is most likely going to be out, but as I've mentioned, Nathan Patterson is a very able footballer, but still they are losing their captain and their free kick specialist, I might add. Now, we are playing, of course, we might be playing, it's most likely a very inexperienced left back in Monty. He's still put in a shift against AZ, who are a very, very, very good team. So if he does start, I still feel he will put in an absolute great game, but he is experienced. We do have to remember that. And he would be next to Carl Starfelt. Oh, bloody dear. But in saying all this, Glasgow Celtic are not losing this match. The Hoops are not walking away from Ibrox with a loss. So that is why my final score prediction will be a 2-0 win. A 2-0 win, Kyogo bagging the first, and then David Turnbull is going to bag the second. A nice long range shot where the Huns' third choice goalkeeper is going to make an absolute meal of it. But that is all from me. I will, of course, be watching the game, won't be streaming it. Next video, who knows, will be tomorrow. Do I know what I'll be doing? No, we'll figure it out. So until next time, hail, hail.